Just kind of thinking off the top of my mind, I would say, all people should have freedom of religion to choose who they want to worship, when they want to worship, how they want to worship. And that's what most people would say. Most people would say, yes, China should allow religious freedom, just because freedom of religion, it's just a right that everybody should have. But the problem is, the people, they don't know the history that China's had in allowing religious freedom, and that greatly affects, the answer to that question. And so after knowing China's history and just learning all about, the rebellions that occurred and the number of lives that were lost because of them allowing religious freedom, I would definitely say no, China should not allow religious freedom. And because so it just chaos erupted when they did allow it. And it wasn't because, most of the times people would think it would be, just two religions conflicting. But most of the time it was Chinese people creating new religions and trying to convert others to that, and that just killed so many lives. And such as the Yellow Turban Revolt, a man received a revelation saying, and the revelation said, this religion is going to save China, and so the man, he tried to go around converting all people to this religion, and what ended up happening was that killed an entire dynasty. Like, the dynasty fell because this man was trying to convert people to his new fancy religion or whatever. And the same for the Taiping Rebellion. A guy claimed to be Jesus' little brother and the Son of God, and he decided and he interpreted the Bible in his own way, the Christian Bible, and he went around trying to convert people to his religion as well. And what ended up happening was there were so many deaths involved because he was forceful and very cruel in the ways that he tried to convert. And 20 to 30 million lives were lost. That is more lives than World War I. So that just shows how, it's not just two religions conflicting. It was, like people making new religions that just, they weren't able to withstand, like all people. But an example of two religions conflicting was the Boxer Rebellion, which was a more recent one. The Chinese, they were upset with the Christian converts who were coming in, and the Christian people, they were doing what they thought in their heart was, right, and so they were just trying, to convert people in the most peaceful way. But the Chinese saw them as bad and saw them as like the answer to all their problems. And so the people took it into their own hands, and they began riots and just rebellions against these Christian people, and they started, killing Christian people, and it was just awful. And so that's why, China cannot have religious freedom, because what happens is, people are killed because of their freedom of religion. People are just killed. And what interests me the most is how this nation, which has the longest history in the world, they go back, thousands of years, and they're the only, civilization that's been able to withstand and keep up with those, thousands of years. But just interests me how such, a concrete and powerful nation isn't able to control itself when there are other religions allowed. So nowadays there's rules where the only religions allowed in China have to be, within this group of religions or something, and they don't support any religions that come from the Vatican, such as the Christian or Catholic religions. So it's just interesting to see how, such a powerful nation isn't able to control itself when it allows for religious freedom.